pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you for your kind attention. You may be seated. On behalf of the high school faculty, I welcome you to the annual National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. Our purpose today is to appropriately honor those students that have displayed scholarship, leadership, service, and character during their enrollment at Cullman High School. We have currently 65 National Honor Society members and 63 inductees. This honor would not be possible without each of you. As family, you have encouraged and provided emotional and material support. As classmates and as teachers, your daily walk has served as an inspiration for the students we will honor today. Without your faithfulness as you continue to do your best in our classrooms and in our hallways and in the many extracurricular events, the road to this honor would have been much more difficult. And I thank each one of you for making a difference at Cullman High School on a daily basis. As we recognize these students, we recognize in a small way and acknowledge each of you for the contributions you have made in your daily practice of scholarship, leadership, service, and character on our campus. At this time, it is my privilege to invite the Superintendent of Cullman City Schools to bring greetings and commendations on behalf of Cullman City School System. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Jan Irons Harris.
Thank you, Dr. Bolden. Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to see you and to bring greetings on behalf of the Cullman City Board of Education. It's a wonderful occasion to congratulate the students who are being inducted this morning into the National Honor Society. But it seems that we have good news coming from Cullman High School every day, not on just special days like today. We have many things to be thankful for. Just this very week, I'm so proud to congratulate our athletic teams, Coach Meyer and the boys, for their outstanding showing yesterday at the Sweet 16 basketball playoffs, and the girls, and Coach Hayes. And I think we should give them a round of applause for their. I'm here about good news. We have two National Merit finalists here, Stats Hoagland and Megan McElroy. Where are they? Stand to be recognized. I don't want to brag on them. Where's Stats? He's in the hall. Let's give him one. And then KJ, the Bryant Jordan Achievement winner. Where's KJ? Is he here? KJ. We have many things to celebrate at Cullman High School, and it's an honor to be here today. The National Honor Society recognizes those students who excel not only in scholarship, but with service and leadership and character. And so if you look at all of those characteristics together, you might think that that would be a successful person because of those four components. Well, today I want to talk to you for about 5 or 6 minutes about another quality that's very important to have to be successful in life, and that is having the quality of wisdom. Wisdom or discipline is very important. It makes judgment successful in your life. When you have wisdom, you're able to make good decisions in your life. My father had a gentleman who worked for him years ago, and he told me about this gentleman who was a genius. He was in that group called Mensa, for people with really high IQ that are labeled, genius. And I said, well, if he's a genius, why isn't he the boss? Why isn't he the CEO of this company? And my dad said, because he doesn't have any common sense. He said, he's smart. He can work those numbers and he can figure out problems. But as far as solving problems and really having some wisdom and common sense, he doesn't have it. So I want to share some ideas about wisdom from the man that we're told in the Bible was the richest and the wisest man who ever lived. And that is King Solomon. Sometimes we're fearful about even saying anything about the Bible. But that's the best-selling book of all time. And that book is just filled with character education stories. We can talk about these stories at school. We can't preach for people to believe certain things at school about any religion. But they're wonderful stories. And actually, in this book, it says, if you'll do everything that's written in this book, you'll be prosperous and successful. So let me tell you about King Solomon. He was the richest and the wisest man who ever lived. And you think about today, someone that is very rich and very famous, how we hang on to every word. I remember a few weeks ago, everyone was saying, oh, Donald Trump is going to endorse someone for the presidential candidate, the Republican. Who is he going to endorse? Why? Because he's so rich. People wonder what he thinks and what he's going to say. We all hang on movie stars' words and people like Bill Gates. What do they think? What does he say? Well, this is what Solomon said. He was the richest and the wisest. Just a few notes. Listen to your father's instruction. Now, this is his recipe for being wise and successful. Okay? A wise son heeds his father's instruction. Solomon said, do not forsake your mother's teaching. He said, he who hates correction is stupid. Think about that. He said for us to love discipline and love knowledge. He said wisdom is found in those people who take advice. He said if you walk with the wise, you'll grow wise. He said listen to your parents. Stay away from evil. Here again, listen to advice, accept instruction, and then you will be wise. And finally, the last thing that I wrote down from Proverbs that Solomon said, listen to your father, don't despise your mother. Get wisdom, discipline, and understanding. Now, I wore my little pearl necklace this morning because I want to sum all this up with a story about pearls. And I brought my iPad here, and I looked up. Everybody knows how pearls are formed. It made me think about my mother. I love this. Don't despise your mother. Don't listen to your father. My mother sometimes would just irritate me. Have you ever had that feeling where your parents, they're just bossing you around and they're telling you, don't do this, do that? And you're just like, that's enough. I don't want you to tell me what to wear, who to be friends with, where to go. Well, I've often thought about my mother being sort of like the irritant that works in an oyster to form a pearl. Now, that's why I've got my pearl necklace on. Here it is, right here. How are pearls formed? We all know that there's an oyster, and the oyster gets a foreign substance inside the oyster between the mantle and the shell, and it irritates the mantle. It says it's kind of like the oyster getting a splinter. And then the oyster's natural reaction is to cover up that irritant to protect itself. And the mantle covers the irritant with layers of the same substance that's used to create the shell, and this becomes a pearl. So My message to you today is, listen to your parents. And I know that as we get older, we think we know it all. But wise people listen to their parents. I listen to my parents, and I mean, to this day, and I've turned 50. I still listen to my parents. They're wise. They know. They love me more than anybody in the world. They're not going to lead me down the wrong path. So, you know, kudos for having a 4.0 GPA. But that's not going to take you down the road to success in your life. Wisdom is what's going to take you. So when people correct you, when Dr. Bolden gets onto you, when your teachers correct you, welcome that. Be open to that. And I hope that you will embrace that discipline and correction when your parents give it to you. And listen to them and be thankful for that. And you'll be wiser at the end. Again, congratulations. And Dr. Bolden, thank you for inviting me to be here. And I'm glad I got to wear my pearl necklace because I want to be like a pearl. I want to get better every day. I hope you will too. Congratulations, students.
Thank you, Dr. Harris. It's always a pleasure to have you on campus and hear your words of wisdom. I wish my children had been present. Harris, I guess you get to recall this one, so thank you very much. At this time, we will have the presentation of the NHS qualities by the current NHS officers. Welcome to the stage, Victoria Hagedorn.
Hello, my name is Victoria Hagedorn, and I'm Secretary of the National Honor Society. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. A student of character takes criticism willingly, demonstrates the highest standards of honesty and reliability, and puts others above self. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and the determination to make the right choices every day. By becoming an elite member of the National Honor Society, one must make a promise to demonstrate qualities such as reliability, honesty, and sincerity to lead by example in all actions. Please welcome to the stage Brandy Todd.
Hello, my name is Brandy Todd, and I am Treasurer of the National Honor Society. Service is often defined as work done for someone else. The person who serves is willing to uphold scholarship and maintain a loyal school attitude. Our members participate in many outside service activities. These activities include Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, church groups, Commission on Aging, Home and Caring for Kids, and many other volunteer services for the aged, poor, and disadvantaged. The student who volunteers should happily and willingly be available to sacrifice time to provide dependable and well-organized assistance. These volunteers selflessly and willingly take on difficult responsibilities, expecting no thanks in return. They cheerfully and enthusiastically render any requested service to the school. They are willing to represent the class or school in interclass and interscholastic competitions, such as math team, Scholars Bowl, and robotics team. The National Honor Society members have a heart for service and a focus on something outside of themselves. In addition to service and character, members of the National Honor Society exhibit a passion for scholarship. Please welcome to the stage Megan McElroy to speak about scholarship.
Hello, my name is Megan McElroy, and I am Vice President of the National Honor Society. Scholarship is a commitment to learning and the search for truth. Scholarship is the power of the mind that can dispel ignorance, superstition, and fear through scientific investigation. Scholarship furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and provides the light that illuminates the future. Each of us should use our minds, for they are instruments of understanding. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Scholarship is within the reach of everyone, but he or she who desires it must earn it through hard work and tireless effort. The time spent in obtaining an education will result in countless blessings. Those in the National Honor Society have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Leadership, however, is another important quality exhibited by National Honor Society members. To elaborate on leadership, please welcome to the stage Joel.
Good morning, CHS. My name is Jordan Quick, and I'm the National Honor Society President. In addition to the qualities listed by my fellow officers, I'm here to speak about leadership. Now, I know we all have an overflowing knowledge of how to be a leader because of Dr. Bolden's leadership promises for every day, but I'm here to summarize his words and tell you why leadership is held in such high esteem by the National Honor Society. In order to lead and to lead well, a student must have within him or herself an understanding, integrity, ambition, and honor. A student who exercises leadership demonstrates it by promoting school activities, contributing ideas to improve the civic life of the school, exemplifying a positive attitude, and demonstrating academic initiative. I can speak about leadership from a personal standpoint. Lord knows I'm not the smartest person in the school, and that's why I'm not president, obviously. I actually feel intimidated by looking at all these wonderful inductees right now. I got where I am because I feel that I'm a true leader. From being basketball team captain and SGA secretary, I do my best to lead. Because to me, being a leader is an opportunity for one to encourage others to chase greatness. With all that said, leadership is obviously a huge quality to have as an NHS member, and it is clearly evident in today's inductees. Now that we have spoken about the main qualities found in NHS members, it is time to induct the following students. Senior inductees, Luke Kimbry. AJ Huey. Junior inductees, Libby Adams. Caroline Arnold. Callie Bagley. Asa Ballou. Jesse Burrows. Mackenzie Busman. Jacob Callahan. Hannah Cornelius. Dylan DiGiovanni. Marissa Franklin. Elena French. Gomez. Taylor Hale. Nick Harbin. Mason Horton, who is unable to attend. Natalie Harris. Reed Harrison. Elijah Hart. Melody Haynes, who is also unable to attend. Reagan Hempling. John Hood. Sadie Hogan. Nicole Hunkapiller. Gavin Hudson. Drew Johnson. Jessica Johnson. Jordan Johnson. Kristen King. Lauren Kreitner. Mimi Lee. Christopher McAlpin. Lauren McGuire. Stephen McNeil. Natalie Miller. Kelsey Morgan. unable to attend. Leah Pappas. Lauren Parker. Corey Parrish. Jonah Parrish. Richard Poston. Alex Rakestraw. Savannah Rakestraw. Christian Robinson. Jacqueline Wilson. KT Sexton. JW Shable. Hayden Short. Michael Skinner. Morgan Smith, who is unable to attend. Savannah Smith. Jackson Spradlin. Connor Strickland. Keegan Thompson. Emily Tidwell. Emily Tucker. Ella Waldrop. John Weeks. Allie Weir. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and of my life. On behalf of the CHS National Honor Society, I welcome you to membership. Please welcome Dr. Bolden back to the stage for closing remarks. Thank you.
Several announcements before we're dismissed that I would like to have your attention for. First of all, I would like for the NHS officers to stand and their sponsor, Miss Shelley Perry. Miss Perry, would you come out front, please? If she can get through this curtain, Miss Perry. They've done a wonderful job. This shows them our Also on high ground, we have the ever dependable sound crew. If you'll stand, please, Killian Carpenter, Noah Carpenter, and Brett Davis. I hope the NHS folks can hear me behind. I wish to compliment them on their dress and their conduct during the assembly, but also you students, you did an incredible job, and I appreciate you listening and honoring the efforts of these students. Families of the NHS members and inductees, we will have a reception for you in the Media Center following this. I do invite you to take as much time as you would like to. If you would like to come to the stage and make pictures and just have some keepsakes, you're certainly welcome to do that. But please join us if you have time this morning for a reception in our library, Media Center, following the dismissal here.